what are also some of the things that most companies are doing right when it comes to distribution, if you have seen any examples, and what are also like those vast majority of companies get wrong, if you have any examples?
Yeah. So one thing that I've seen is 5 years back, when I started my career, let's say 6 or 7 years back, there are a lot of founders, especially in the tech space, who are not very convinced of doing marketing, very actively. They said if the product is good, it should market itself. That kind of mindset was there. Not everyone, but I'm saying a select set of, founders or marketing leaders. Uh, Not a lot of companies were using digital channels as actively as they should. But now things have changed, so people realize the importance of content distribution and promotion. This is the reason why you would see a lot of startup founders, even before their startup becoming or achieving product market fit, they would have built some kind of a personal brand on platforms like LinkedIn or YouTube, maybe. So people start with a
True.
media company and then make it into a use that reach to promote their product later. So people understand the importance of content creation and content distribution. That's something, irrespective of the industry, I see everyone doing right now. Things that, some of the misconceptions or things I think people are doing wrong is, uh, the first one I would pick is good content promotes itself, right? 99% of the time it wouldn't. There are exceptions to the rule, of course. Creating quality content is actually not enough. You have to distribute it. You have to use different channels to actually distribute it. So this is why, if you look at any leading company in the world, any leading brand, any leading marketer, right? Even if you take Anil Patel or any one of your favorite marketers for that matter, you don't see them focusing only on creating high quality content. You would see the same content being distributed, maybe in a repurposed manner, on different platforms like YouTube, X, LinkedIn, email. So they use a combination of different channels. If creating quality content was the only thing they should have done, they would have just added it on their website, and they would be sitting back and relaxing. But they don't do that. They do a lot of repurposing, they do a lot of reproducing, they do a lot of redistribution. So that's something people have to keep in mind. Good content does not promote by itself. You got to actively invest the effort to promote them. The second and more important misconception, it's not a misconception, it's more like an opportunity that people don't use enough, is to is not using channels that they have easily access to and sometimes have free access to, right? I'll give you a very specific example. Take LinkedIn newsletters, for example. I don't see a lot of B2B brands using it as much. And I'll tell you why it is such an excellent channel for distribution, especially if you already have a good number of followers on LinkedIn. Let's say your company has around, your company page has around 50,000 uh, 50,000 followers on LinkedIn, or it can be your own personal profile, maybe the founder's personal profile, right? When you start a LinkedIn newsletter, what happens is an automated notification goes out to all your followers, and
Yeah.
roughly 5 to 10% people accept and become subscribers automatically. So if you have a large number of following, like 20,000, a 5 to 10% acceptance rate means that you get anywhere between 1,000 and 2,000 subscribers with the first edition of your newsletter. Then they become, kind of a portion of them become your permanent readers too. So there are
Mm.
these channels where people are not leveraging enough. I can even call out SEO as an example, because there are still today a lot of companies which are not creating SEO optimized content, which would help them especially scale in the long run, right? So that, I think, is the second misconception, or the second area where people are not doing enough when it comes to content distribution.